Let's get it. Taco Tuesday, everybody. Call to the Pen HQ, part of the Hammer Betting Network. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review all that good stuff. I'm going to ask for the cartoon finger in just about a minute because the likes just matter more than they should. D-Rock, TC, everyone's up in the house as always. Afternoon, Steve Dub. To you too, everybody. All right, we're going to not fool around today. Focus really on more game analysis and anything because it's full slate at all PM, right in the wheelhouse. Yesterday, we got to dive into all the granular stuff today. A little less of that, though. I've been rock and rolling since before the sun came up. Going to get something just a little bit new, right? As the season evolves, we've been doing a lot of total base stuff, which has been great. But these maybe hit props also. So if you want, you follow me up on Twitter at John Legeza on the Bird app. Pinned tweet will take you to the Sharpener site. You can hook up with that Google Doc for free right now and follow along. And on the Algo tab, I have all the hitter results. And I'm going to do some damage today. All right, let's have some fun. Oh, man, full slate. I guess without any further ado, right? We need enough of that. We just more of this. Fastest show at MLB absolutely anywhere. With Big Johnny Stud hanging with Mr. Cooper. Jay-Bird on the ones and twos. All right, let's do it. It's the Let's Go Mets Go. And Joey of the New York Lucchese's going to Detroit Rock City to face Los Tigres and Michael Lorenzen. So Lucchese actually been pretty good, which is weird. We've seen glimpses of him, but so far he's been stellar, right? 2.19 ERA, 1.05 WHIP, 5.79 OPS. Most of the estimators kind of buying it, right? Deserve the ERA below 3. We always look at that. Expected ERA up above 5.5. So immediately you want to go to the contact quality. He has gotten hit hard, right? 45 hard hit, 10 barrel. But he's kept it in the park. Just devastating against lefties because of the high contact rate, right? So what does that tell us? The misses from Lucchese have been pretty bad. Lucky for him, the Tigers are pretty terrible. Tigers. Now, again, everybody, just a quick one. So I made the move to my sheets today to year-to-date and last 14, right? Last 14 days, like 500 plate appearances, which you really like to be where I like to look at. Right, year-to-date can get you mixed up. We're kind of far from that now. So tomorrow you'll notice it in action on the sheet. So I'm going to be quoting last 14. But if you hear me say 500 plate appearances, that's roughly what it is. They're all within a few. Like, it doesn't matter. And then also year-to-date, of course, is year-to-date. Tigers last 14. Really, really, really struggling. I mean, on the season, 286 expected WOBA to lefties and righties on the season. Like, they're just really bad. But last 14 has been gross. Bottom 3 in runs scored, 658 OPS. They don't pull it, 86 WRC plus as a team, 27% K rate. So you know what, Jake? Can we get some K props? I've been trying to look at those also. 'Tis the season now that starters are, into their third, their fourth, and their fifth starts. So I wonder about the K props on Lucchese. They got to be plus odds. You're never going to see me. I'm not doing the minus 150 thing. That's just not me. Strikeout pitcher props we're looking for, homie. Of the Lucchese family. Man, 4.5, minus 110. See, we can dig on that. Let's do that. Again, remember, everybody, we're going to be using the second best price. That wonderful app you see is betstamp.app/call to the pen. Some Big Johnny sent you. But all kidding aside, how great is this thing? Like, I just literally showed you. I didn't just scratch my nose yet, but let me get that out of the way. Thanks, Jay. You are the man. Such a good guy. I swear, every Canadian I've ever met is just, like, greater than sorry to everyone else. So, BetStamp just shows you all the different apps. But again, we don't want to be that person that reaches for the fake price that no one can get. I'm talking about transparency. If we lose, we lose. Because we're out here trying to help people that might be listening, the commuters later on. And the earlier you listen, the earlier you follow, the better you're going to be, right? People that were on my lines at 8 o'clock in the morning that paid the 24.5 cents a day, it might be worth it, And if you want to listen for free at 12, then you listen for free at 12. And the lines, we just move them, and that's just what it is. But I do like that K-prop, 5 Ks, feeling really good. Detroit just on the year, right? Bottom 5 in K rate. They chase too much, 33%. Not enough contact. When it is contact, it's bad. So I think I like the Lucchese while he's kind of rolling. 25.5 K for him. The swinging strike has not really been there, but the CSW is up near 30. Again, we're kind of relying more on, I think, for K-props. We'll see if I end up getting in trouble now. K-props, I normally look towards the offense more than I look towards the pitcher because it's teams that strike out more than like I don't think a really good strikeout pitcher doesn't strike out Tony Gwynn, but really bad hitters strike out against anybody. So again, just a piece. I think we could probably move on from there. I want to make sure that I'm checking the algos. Just give me a second. Yeah, okay. So I also had Mets F5 run line. Let's bring that one up also. While we get that up, Mets offense starting to hum a little bit, on the year. Top 5 in OBP. The disappointing basket is very good. And last 14, we're starting to see it come alive. Now, I know it feels really rough because the production hasn't been there. But 263 BA, Mets top 3 in line drive rate, top 3 in hard hit rate. Right? 318 WOBA now cracking up above average. Mets again better than average against righties. And on the other side, Lorenz has just been objectively bad. 7 ERA, 1.6 whip, 894 OPS. So let's get that one, that minus half run. Yeah, we'll get it for an even money. We love that. So there's our 2 bets for the Mets. A dime on everything, Jay, right? We're going a tenth of a unit on to win a tenth of a unit on underdogs and betting a tenth of a unit. And again, in reality, people, just be completely transparent. You really want to be doing the work first, finding the amount of bets, working backwards. I kind of have the experience. I know I'm going to end up around 12, 15, and a 10. We're about a unit and a half. Perfect. That's the number that matters, right? What we're not going to do is ever go over 2.5 units. That's the hard number. Anything underneath is fine. If anything, I've been accused of being too conservative. So, all right, Mets. Let's go, Mets go. Going to rock and roll on Detroit. Reason I went F5, Detroit last 45 innings, 3 ERA, sub 1 whip, 6% walk. The bullpen's been looking pretty good. So let's move it on from there. 2 bets in the Mets game. 2 bets in the Mets. All right, next up, we're going to have to be really quick. Methinks the starter must not be listed. I should have been refreshing it, but Jay Bird's on top of these things. I just kind of defer to him. And I know I noticed it this morning. We're talking about the Pittsburgh game. If the show were to adopt a team, it might be the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I hope people are not saying that we're front running here, right? Because Jay Bird, we have the receipts. Far Sports, NJ, Javen S. What's up, everybody? Right, we have the receipts. We are Pittsburgh backers. Right, we done back them. Did I have first 5 up? I see that's full game. Do we have first 5? Nothing. Man, Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh full game. This is really. This is like out there. But listen, is Pittsburgh going to beat Tampa? I'd like to see that starter. There's no listed starter. I saw Javi Guerra listed, so I ran that on all my stuff. But now I don't know if that's what we're going to get. Was that money line plus 220? Yeah, we can go for that. How about let's go with nickel on it then, Jay? Because it feels a little long. So we go with nickel on the plus 220. That's you're gonna love that. First of all, it's crazy. Romanzi's pretty good. So we could just do it just really, really quick and then we'll move it on. Romanzi, like I said, has been good. 3.6 ERA, 1.35 whip, but the 6.32 OPS. FIP, expected ERA, deserved ERA, 3.5 or below. The walk rate has been up, but he's been getting better as of late. Too many games. I'm hoping. I was like, oh man, I want to do a little bit of granular stuff and help some of it sticks. It didn't because I'm either stoned or stupid. You figure it out. So yeah, just give me Pittsburgh to do it, right? Obviously, we know the Tampa offense is really good. However, Pittsburgh offense last 14, number 1 in steals, doubles, average, OBP, right? Top 3 OPS. They don't chase. Remember, disciplinary basket is at the heart of this stuff. Top 3 in K and top 3 in walk, 11% walk, 25 O swing, 25 line drive, double-digit barrel. 132 WRC plus now. Tampa's even better. Yeah, I know. Tampa's better than the Pirates. News flasher. But at plus 220 with Ronesy on the bump against an opener game at least, we should be okay. Tampa bullpen's been very good as well. They get a lot of contact, but Pittsburgh bullpen's been good. So listen, for plus 220, I hope everybody saw what I was getting at in. We like to play, it makes sense. But with a little bit of kind of hesitation, you just dial down the risk. Right? So for a fifth of a unit, listen, this is how you make money on plus 220 bets. I'm telling you, this is how you make money in MLB. There's a point where you got to trust me. We got some pitching. We have a good hitting team. And we have crazy good odds against an unknown pitcher. You take it, you move it forward. Chopping Braves from the ATL Dirty, Bryce the Elder from Dungeons and Dragons lore. Going to Miami to face Sandy Alcantara, and a fish. Elder's been really good on the surface, 2.17 ERA, 1.21 whip. However, the OPS at 700. Expected ERA north of 5. PFIP, that's Alex Chamberlain's at 4.5. Stuff plus on the fastball. Eno's metric now available on Fangraphs. I put it on my sheet. 76. So really well below average fastball thing I look at. And the thing I do remember at Elder, way below average velocity. So if you're like a velo king, he's not the guy. I think he tops out at 90. So, a lot of times you can kind of look for offense there. Miami is stunk, though, right? You wonder, how nothing rings. Miami, last 14, right? So 500 plate appearances. Just awful. Only 9 home runs, 690 team OPS. These are bottom 8, 25K to 8% walk, 13 swing strike, 36 O swing. I mean, Elder's not really Kane, guys, but this is a team you'd be going for K props in the future, right? These are the things we want to remember. Miami and Detroit are the teams we're looking to strike out. They don't pull it. They put the ball on the ground. And Elder's a ground ball specialist. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to mislead. Yeah, 55% ground ball. So just expect a ton of ground balls. This one's probably going to go under. Let's get over to Sandy. The 5 ERA is shocking. The 1.15 ERA, maybe not so much. 6.62 ERA OPS is good. FIP below 4, deserved the ERA below 4, 3.5 in fact. 1.15 stuff plus on the fastball. The K metric's not great. However, see this is where we're kind of looking bubbling under the surface. Right, we know Sandy's the GOAT. The K rate at 21, the walk rate at 7, not what you'd expect. However, 14% swinging strike, 30% whiff. It's in there. 81 zone contact, 35 chase. So all the underlying underpinning kind of strikeout metrics are way above average for Sandy. Right, so he's good. Okay, let's not go nuts. He's had some struggles against righties, and that may not end today. Atlanta very good. However, last 500 plate appearances, they're definitely ticking down. The walk rate is getting there. The barrel rate is getting there. So those are the things that we're looking for in the bubble. But I think the wave's coming down right now. 225 team batting average, last 500 plate appearances. 306 OBP, 13 swinging strike, 80% in zone contact, 44% ground ball, right? So these are the kind of things that line up. Hold on, PPS. We're going to get there. Our special guest on Friday, Player Prop Savant, up in the house. Okay, yeah, Jason Guerra is listed for the Rays. So, all right, let's get it. Let's just smash the plus 220. We will get to the A's in a second. Yeah, and listen, if you go to Hammer Guys the first time up, I get it, dude. People love this kid, Bryce. I'm a big Mason Miller guy, so maybe we're going to get on some A's. We will get some A's. And, this show is the Pirates are our National League team. The A's are our Major League team. Can I get some fish lines? Let me say, hopefully not, because we're losing. Miami juice to the balls. How about full game? We get any love full game? No, you don't want to. You're not going to pay to play Atlanta. Forget that. Because we need the Miami offense to be doing something right. Again, there are bad offenses that show us signs of life, and that's when I think you have to back them. If you notice, I pulled back on the F5 team totals because the readings are getting closer to mediocre, and the teams are bad, right? So sometimes it's that easy. I kind of have a blank space. I actually have Atlanta winning this one close. Also because of the 0-4, right? It's an even game. Remember, people, the lingo around here, call it a dogfight, 4-3. I don't know who's going to win. Sue me. Next up, Cleatown, the Guardians, Tanner Bybee, going to the boogie down Bronx to meet the pinstripers, those Bronx Bombers. I love the Highlanders. And a Coltrane. Garrett Cole, Cole looks awesome. Come on, yo. Objectively, Cy Young right now. 40 and 2/3, 111 ERA, 0.85, a 450 OPS. I mean, the regression game's got to be coming. So if you want to bet against him, that's what you got. 118 deserved ERA. What? 29% K rate, 22 K minus walk, 69 first strike. That's a really big one. And maybe even more so. 0 home runs for Garrett Cole. Like, obviously, that one's coming. But, man, awesome. Fire Sports, I got to admit, people, get up in the comments. There's some sharp stuff happening that, I'm not necessarily on. Talk about attacking my Yankees. Even this bad version of the Yankees, they're not really striking out. They are terrible, though. Yankees, last 500 plate appearances. 212 BA, 285 OBP, 593 OPS. Cleatown, 216, 275, 603, respectively. I mean, this is like get the Spider-Man, Jeff. They're both awful. 268, 267 WOBA, 68 and 67 WRC plus. What's the total? Like 3.5 on the F5, right? It's ridiculous. Oh, do me a favor. Well, this is to everybody, but Fire Sports, you in particular, because I like you. Whenever you toss a bet, please hook us up with the price. Right? Because that's always as important. No run first inning. I don't like to pay minus 150. Is that one close to even? I could roll with that. But that's what it's all about. So I don't know if we have NRFIs, Jay. I haven't really. That's not really my thing. I've called it the fast food betting, but this would be where you want to get it. Because depending on the juice, like I said, I don't like to go under 3.5. But to me, this one's an under. What's the full game under? I mean, that feels like a 7. I mean, but it's juiced. Yeah, man, we were too late on this one, people. Nah, I don't want the 7. I want the 7.5, but it's juiced up. So you got to let that one slide. Sometimes the best bet's no bet. People remember that, like for real. Quick thing before we move on. Under 7 was minus 110. Yeah, NR5 minus 140. I hear you. That's not my bag right now. I'm keeping it a little tight, but I hear you. I do, dog. I hear you barking. I hear you barking, dog. Those are all solid bets. Like I hear you. I would say if not. Yesterday, player props. Okay. Anthony Volpe, total bases. Anthony Rizzo, home run. They both ended up on the Wooded Dong Twitter handle, which, again, if you ever want to be really aggravated with your plays, they'll tell you, that Rizzo's was a home run in 16 to 30, and Volpe hit one 405 feet. I mean, he destroyed that ball. That might have been one of the best hit balls the entire night. And we got Ragazza, and that's just kind of what it is. Kind of frustrating. Volpe came through with the single in the ninth, and that was where got me going. I want to be looking at these. I also know, and this is not my play. There's some sharp cappers out there that kind of pair singles and stuff like that to get your even money. Yeah, Volpe's was a home run in a bunch of spots. Nick, if you got that NRFI for minus 120, I would probably take that as well. But let's move it on. We got to move. It's a Cubs. Nice part of town in Chi-Town. Hayden Wesneski, my dude, going to Washington to face the Nats, our other favorite National League team. And Trevor Williams, like professionally just a guy. Wesneski, though. The surface stats and I think the turnaround, man, I hope I'm not making excuses for these guys, right? This is where you want to be careful. However, on the season, 5.25 ERA, 1.5 WHIP, 822 OPS. This is Wisniewski, not any good, right? FIP, expected ERA, north of 6. Sierra, deserved ERA, north of 5.25. 15K to 8 walk, not any good. 7.5 swing strike, not any good, right? 25 O swing, not any good. These are not good. This is bad. And I like Wisniewski. Highly touted prospect, shipped from the Yankees. But again, you got to be careful, especially with the young guys, right? Because he got slammed in Seattle. And I'm not saying you ever like, oh, if we just take away this bad start, While you can't amputate the bad start, you got to understand what 7 runs to 1 1/3 does to this small season. Last couple games, 7-1, 4 1/3, 3, 5-1. The last 2 were the Dodgers and the Padres. So I think we're starting to see the better version of Wisniewski. Today's the test, obviously. Washington offense, not any good. I mean, it's bottom 5 across the board. Only 8 home runs last 500 plate appearances as a team. 46 ground ball, 5% barrel. That's a 77 WRC plus as a squad. Flip side, Cubby offense. We're going to be looking to get at Trevor Williams. Let's get those player props up for the lefties, right? So we're always thinking Hap and Belly, I think, is what I got. We just double check. No, yeah, let's go. Trevor Williams against lefties. Let me just double check it. Sorry, I'm using this thing in real time. Yeah, here we go. Trevor Williams, professionally, just a guy, 4.10 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, 7.74 OPS. However, the earned indicators really spike through, right? XFIP expected ERA and Sierra north of 5. I like Sierra a lot too. 15% K is too low, 7.5 swing strike too low. He does get ahead, but he gives up too much contact. And where we want to get is the power. The misses have been really bad. So when a guy like this that doesn't get strikeouts going to miss 13.5 barrel, 9 blast, and it's all to lefties, 850 OPS, 2 home runs per 9 to the left side. Williams has always struggled against the left-hand side. So Hap, yeah, we could take even money. Plus 105, I love that. I was waiting for this one. This one I didn't post. My total base props are coming out after the show. I got some, I got personal stuff that would just, you won't believe it might work. So give me the even money on Hap. Switching over to Belly after that because I think they've both been doing the thing. I know, man, Belly, one of my misses, it is what it is. You miss. I miss. I have a lot of fantasy hits, but I have some misses. Right, Hap on the year, 366 BA against righties. He's doing it. He's doing it. Belly, 305 BA, 884 OPS, 220 ISO. Right, that's what we're looking for because we want the extra base hits. 4 doubles and 3 home runs. What's the numbers look like on Belly? Plus 110. God, let's get them both. And remember, people, because we're going to have even amounts of money on both of these players, and the odds are better than even. All we got to do is hit one. I am Mr. Low Expectations. Legit, yo. The season's too long to be looking to break the bank. And it's funny. I'm not as successful as a lot of the other handicappers out there. I put out a lot more content than people, the data stuff. It takes a lot of time away. But not to make excuses, just to be honest. I always like to give people the full Monty here. That's what I'm always all about. So Cubs offense list 14. I mean, they just came alive, man. They got Seiya back and took off. Top 5 in homers, 260 average, 802 team OPS, but also more importantly, 11% K minus walk as a team. Double digit walk rate. Love that. 349 Wobble, 118 WRC plus. Cubs should really get it done. Washington bullpen also not very good. So I think the Cubs run line is probably in play also. How juicy is the full game run line? I'll tell you, I've been misquoting lines, people, and I have to apologize, but it's because these books have been putting 1.5s in F5s now as the run line, right? That used to be the trigger. If you saw 1.5, that was the trigger for full game F5. Now I'm trained my brain to look at the over, right? And now we an over. So, man, plus 120 to get the cover. Gosh, is that greedy because of Wisniewski? Maybe we should just stick to the hitters. Maybe if we're really sexy, maybe we'll put together a little parlay at the end. Jay, you have like a little pad? How about put it in the private chat? Put a Cubs run line in the private chat. We could sling together these little ones that we like, and maybe we'll crack it because it's a play I like. But again, there's a reason to get away from it, and we don't want to overexpose. We got a long way to go. Let's go. It's excuse me, the Bluebirds. You say Kikuchi. I say, is he good now? Heading to Boston to face Tanner Houck and the Red Laundry. Kikuchi, 3 ERA, 111 WHIP on the season. OPS is a bit high. The earned run indicators are buying it because the disciplinary basket is very strong. 26K to only 6% walk. Anytime the K minus walk is above 20, you're dealing, man. 12 swing to strike makes it a little bit unbelievable, but the 27 whiff is good. He is inducing chases 38, but there is a bit of contact here at 87. So he's not really, I don't know if I'm necessarily buying the K rate improving. I think it's where it is. The thing you normally worry about with Kikuchi, right? Lots of fly balls, it's still at 39. Lots of hard hit, it's still at 46. Lots of barrels, still at 10. Lots of home runs, still at 2. So some of the underlying issues for Kikuchi are still there. Yeah, 5 jillion whale megalock. Let me just get my pink handbag and paint my nails and go stand in front of something I don't own. And we're going to have the 3 jillion, megawatt play. NBA props up, kid. Yeah, listen, dude, it happens. Remember, these long odds are for a reason. I think I'm not saying like we convince ourselves otherwise. Our work is really good, so we expect to hit them at a much higher clip, which is why we play these things. I would like you to think me now, because I know you're super sharp and very good at putting this stuff. Anyone that's not following NBA props, holler at my man on Twitter. think about these single plays, right? So, meaning I'm going to be putting together tickets. Everybody, please, high suggestion. Check out the model today. Go check the algo tab. I did the entire hitter. Go run round robins of all these single props. I guarantee we're going to start hitting these. I'm telling you. I've been back testing it before I let it out in the wild. I do my own testing. So yeah, I got ref starter also. Nick Johnson. He's a hit for me. But you got to get the lineup positioning on a guy like him because we don't want him if he's in the back. So let me back it up to Toronto. Other side, Tanner Houck. Oh, I'm sorry. I have Turner and Rob Refsnyder. Again, simpatico with the crew, as always. Yeah, Jay's Rowanzi confirmed. I have Rowanzi confirmed. I mean, I've got Rowanzi pitching. If not, say goodbye to a 0.05 unit. See you later, homie. All right, Tanner Houck, 4.5 ERA, 1.35 WHIP. However, I think it's better on the rise, and I like the underpinnings. The estimator is all a bit lower than the ERA by half a run. The walk rate's a bit high at 9. However, I do like 12 swinging strike, CSW over 30, 27 whiff. So it's very strong. It doesn't induce chases. The contact, all this stuff's been in the middle. But I love that he keeps the ball down. We love that. 53% ground ball, 348 expected wall on contact. Very good at controlling contact. 1 home run per 9. This is how, because he's devastating on righties. So this one I'm kind of fading. But what I had here, I'm with you, Fire Sports. I don't want to be pleased here. But sometimes I do come up with my bad chalk. And Toronto is my bad chalk play. Because they're so heavily right-handed, and Houck is so tough on righties. I mean, that's just crazy good. I mean, that's why he's still up. 582 on the season OPS against righties and no home runs allowed. So I'm worried about Toronto, right? We've seen the ebb and flow of that Toronto offense. Don't get me wrong. Last 500 plate appearances, they're very good. The batting average is low, though. 238 team BA, not good. 735 OPS, a little better than average. The disciplinary stats are very good, and the power stats are there, so that's why we're always kind of afraid. But remember, they are a ground ball team. So that's what Houck does, right? Houck forces righties to kill the worms. So just be careful with Toronto. Again, the juice actually starting to come back. Man, you know what? I don't know if I want to bet against the Jays and Kikuchi. I'm not going to do it. I was going to say maybe the Boston run line, but it's juiced up to go into that parlay pile. But don't worry, we'll get another one. Next up, the Twinkies. This one I know for sure we're going to get. Joe Ryan, my boy. Oh, man, I was just screaming for this guy in the preseason, and he looks awesome. 2.81 ERA, .81 WHIP, 537 OPS, expected ERA at 2.56, deserved ERA at 2, 29K to 3.3 walk. The boy is so nasty right now. 14% swing strike. 30 CSW, 28 whiff, 68 for a strike, 42 O swing, 81 zone contact. This is just bananas, right? He gets up, he gets ahead, he gets into chasing and beats you in his zone, and it's just mowing people down. The boy's really, really good. Lots of fly balls, but they haven't been anything because he's so good at working up in the zone. 252 expected WOBA, but 334 on contact. Just awesome. 575 OPS to righties. 490 to lefties. Just shut him down, Joey Ryan. Shut him down. You got to think this is like a run line play. What's that run line look like? We'll maybe stick that in the basket if it's juiced up. So Twinkie run line. Ooh, near even. You know what? I think we have to hit it even then because I think I like this one enough. Let me just check the bullpen stats. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, the Twins' bullpen's been trashed, but White Sox even worse. And Raylo is hurt without any Hendricks. Let's hit that one, Jay. We didn't get a second one of plus money, right? Oh, we did. Woohoo! Yes. All right, even money. Let's get the Twinkies to cover that one up. Yeah, everyone's going to be on the Twins. You know what that means, Fire Sports. Yo, that's baseball, right, baby? Twins offense last 500 plate appearances starting to get it together, man. 331 team OBP, double-digit walk, 11% barrel, that's top 3. 346 team wobble, 123 WRC plus. Flip side, the White Sox are gross. 201 team batting average, 271 OBP. Bottom 5 in chase. They're awful right now, just awful. 48 ground ball, 66 WRC plus. That's got to be bottom 5. So let's hop on the Twins to kill the White Sox. Joe Ryan over Kopech. One more thing with Kopech, who's been gross, right? My boy player prop, it's Kopech Day. I mean, my man is just like openly fading Kopech. I love it. 7 ERA, 1.7 whip. The OPS up near 1,000, so bad. Expected ERA up near 10. 13% walk, just really bad. 58 hard hit, 12% blast. It's just so bad. Almost 3 homers per 9. So, we got to get some player propage as well. It's everybody. Like, this is everybody. If you're doing, this is the game, right? If you're jock marketing or DFSing or any of that stuff, yeah, I think you're just stacking twins. Like, it's been crazy good from checking out list. This is minimum last 35 plate appearances for Buxton, for Gallo, and Kepler. They all have a minimum, 340 batting average, 1,100 OPS. So you get with all those guys. Yeah, all Twinkies. Okay, so let's get let's get some of the best one. I think Byron Buxton's probably the best one. Last 36 PAs against righties, 323 average, 839 slug, 516 ISO. Half the batted balls going for extra bases. We'll take that. 4 doubles, 4 homers. So let's get with Buxton. We got plus money there, Jay Bird? Yeah, even plus 105. Oh, fantastico. Plus 110, even better. Love it. So let's get with that for sure. And then, the home runs are going to be jacked up. But today, that's what I mean. Today's like something like a Joey Gallo home run bring up. I'm sure it's like plus 275 and we don't want it. Right? Stupid. Yeah, exactly. They're stupid. But this is when I take my attention to these other platforms because they don't properly account for the juice. Right? So like on a site like Jock Market or a site like Underdog, you could stack these team hits, these team plays and props or whatever, and take advantage without having the thumb on the scale that you get from the SGP at the American books. So just to give an idea, so it's Ryan and Buxton and the Twins by 1 million. Next up, Tyler Wells and the Baltimore Orioles, Blackbirds, Orange Vests, and Tyler Wells going to KC to meet the Royals with Cheese and Ryan Yarbrough. I was a Yarbrough years ago when he was with the Flatfish, but it's been bad. Wells, on the other hand, very good. Baltimore keeping an eye on the pitching staff. Doing a good job developmentally, right? Something we always like to look for. Always keeping an eye on the teams that improve, they maximize, right? Are efficient. Deserved ERA for Wells at 1.7. The 3% walk rate jumping off the page, 60% for a strike. 36 O swing, 84 in zone contact, right? So winning in, winning out, the things we like to look for. Lots of fly balls, but no home runs, right? But like at the home run 1.25 is like a little better than average. But when I see 278 ex-Woba and a double-digit infield flights, I'm not really that worried. He's been really, really good. And the KC offense is really, really bad. Last 500 plate appearances, 201 team batting average. OPS south of 600. 7% walk, 26 O swing. They're really bad. 36 O swing. I'm sorry, my mistake. 48 ground ball. There's all these bottom numbers. 260, 17 Woba. It's a disaster. It's a disaster for the Royals. On the year, 279 team OBP. Yikes. With the 287 expected Woba on the season against righties. It's really, really bad. Yeah, Hayden K, get ready. Get your pen and paper, yo. You know. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. All right, let's get those Baltimore lines. How's the run line looky? Looky. I mean, Baltimore's just so good right now. I mean, they're kind of doing everything. The offense is scuffling a bit last 7, but they're not striking out. Putting the ball in the air, so I think it's coming. It's so close, man. I guess we could get on this one. Plus 105. Let's go to the videotape. I mean, we have a bullpen killer also, right? In this one? Yeah, it's not even close. I guess so. Like I said, this is why a lot of these games are decided. Baltimore bullpen, one of the best in this league. 110 innings on the season, 2.86 ERA, 113 whip, 3/4 of a home run per 9, 5 barrel, last 45 innings, 1 flat whip, 1.83 ERA, half a home run. Just awesome. So you hit that for a nickel. Baltimore to cover up the Royals. Wells, one of the better young pitchers out there. I think, the guys that people don't really know. I probably should ask for the F5er, but that's okay. We get the full run because the Baltimore run line, I think, as much as I do love F5s, considering the pricing and like the actual variance in baseball, if you have the better offense, let's get the plate appearances. And we have the bullpen, let's get and they're going to offer us the price. So I feel like That's why that's the best way for me to vocalize why I've kind of slid back to the run line. The better price, the more plate appearances, and the better bullpen. So, like, yeah, let's get with that. Baltimore to just kill the Royals. Yarbrough not any good. Let me check the algo, make sure I didn't miss anything. Sorry, I missed on the Twins. That's okay. I don't have any. I got no player stuff here. No, I got it. I know I mixed up. Bring up the player props of my man Santander. Come on, like I'm gonna forget him. I think I wonder if I got thrown off because of the. Like, I wondered how far Yarbrough was going to go. But the thing with Yarbrough is, remember, they're stretching him out. So when you see those one inning in the game log at first, I think it was at 4 each of the last 2. So my guess is he was working up to 70. Today might throw 80 pitches. So maybe we get the bats we're looking for. Man, plus with 115 2 times. I think right? I mean, is he the guy? I guess he's the guy. Rough start. He's really good of late hit, man. Last 21 plate appearance against lefties. This is Anthony Santander. 294 BA, 647 slug, 353 ISO, so 35% extra base hit rate for Santander. That's a homer and 3 doubles. So I like that. Smack that bad boy with the run line. There's our 2 bets on the O's. Yeah, you can pretty much always think the O's versus the lefty. Forest Sports, super sharp. Also, and Mountcastle, who is like the general lefty killer, is like a little off right now. Again, just sign wave down. Right? That's how we refer to him. Sign wave down. Forget hot, forget cold. He's a very good player. Sign wave down. Then he's still going to get some. Remember, even in bearish channels, there are, spikes up. During sell-offs, you get bumps. Now, when they're not real, we call them dead cat bounces. That's true. Austin Hayes also. Fire Sports. He leads off also. So he's a great. It's funny because he only hits home runs. It's almost worth paying for the home run because like Hayes just doesn't hit singles. But anyway, you can tell the crew here is super sharp. Let's go next up. Oh, we got to hustle. Oh man, we're not okay. We're not gonna make it today to find a hurry up, like for real hurry up. So it's Angels and Cardinals, Sandoval and Mats. It's 2 lefties. I'm just a bit surprised by the line here. I'm gonna fast forward to the money line. I think we like the Angels. I think maybe we even get the Angels to win this one. If we have the bullpen heavy, yeah, you know what? I'd rather the Angels to win it. I want the plate appearance because I think we have the offense, but I want the bullpen. I think they're going to shell. I think we're going to shell Matsy today. So let's get Angels. How about Angels F5 money line? Bring that up for me, per favore. Yeah, so even money, that's what we want. Let's get the F5 because we want to take advantage of Steven Matz. 6.23 ERA, 17 whip, OPS at 880. Not any good. Deserved ERA north of 6. 11% walk, 50% first strike, 26 O swing, right? So he doesn't get ahead and then doesn't induce chases. So he ends up having to come into the zone. There's your 2 home runs per 9, 415 expected wOBA on contact. That's as fast as I could do it. So let's get the F5 Angels for sure. And then I also want to take a look at, I think my boy Hunter Renfroe was always ringing. Let's get some total base props. Hunter Renfroe. My boy always kind of doing damage. Right, he's always kind of lefty killer. So Renfroe on the season, 28 PAs against lefties, 360 batting average, 993 OPS. That's a 240 ISO, so 24% extra base hit rate. But he's aggressive, and the 360 batting average. So I mean, hopefully, again, being on the road, we're going to get the 9th frame. Again, I think Angels win it. And I think we should beat up on Mats. I'm hoping LA Angels, last 500 plate appearances, top 5 in home runs, 264 BA. They're not really swinging and missing. They're not really striking out. Double-digit barrel rate, 341 team wOBA. Cardinals' offense is good, but they're starting to slide because they're putting the ball into the ground too much. They're chasing, making a little bit too much weak contact. Right, the big difference between BIS and Savant, single-digit hard hit rate, which you don't expect from the Cardinals, right? That's sign wave down. And the bullpen, ERA up near 5, whip at 1.5. Last 38 innings. So Angels to win it, Renfroe for a couple of bases. Let's do it, baby. And then move it on. So that was pretty quick. Next up, Snakes with shapes on their back. Zach Gallen go to Texas Walker Rangers. To be John Gray, the White Wolf of Winterfell. Gowan is just my boys on every single team I have. I have 1,000 teams on 800 of them. 215 ERA, 0.77 whip. OPS south of 500. My dude is ridiculous. Fifth south of 2. Deserves the ERA south of 2. 32.5 K minus walk. Dude is the straight up GOAT. Remember, Texas offense is not bad, but they're one of the big split offenses also, I thought. I maybe I'm mistaken. I mean, things are shifting, maybe. Also, I had my eye off it. I thought they were the lefty killing Texas. I have missed 325 expected WOBA against righties. Yeah, last 14, they're cooking Texas Rangers. So we're going to have to hope Gowan can just take advantage of the soft spots, which are the K a little bit too much, the zone contact a bit too low, not pulling the ball. Other than that, it's been a tough go. Maybe what? Let's put this one because of the juice. Let's put this one in the parlay pile where it's like semi-confidence. Again, man, Arizona bullpen is not good. Kind of hard to rely on. So let's stick that one in the pile. That's so it's Cubs and Arizona. Hopefully we'll get to them at the very, very end. I think I had something else here. Okay, I have something interesting here. So it was John Gray. Let's back it up to John Gray. White Wolf, everybody. 3.91 ERA, 1.35 whip, 7.55 OPS, all kind of average. However, the estimators all kind of shouting like negative regression, right? FIP near 6, expected ERA is 6, Sierra near 5.7. 12.5 walk, not what you'd expect. 88 zone contact, right? Maybe not what you'd expect. 360 WOBA, expected WOBA, I'm sorry. And it's lefties just doing damage. 960 OPS, 2.4 home runs per 9. Check this one out. So, Corbin Carroll, my dude, oh my gosh, I hope he's okay. But there's like 0% chance he plays today. Player props, Geraldo Perdomo, per favore. This one's interesting. I actually had my very first single base post of the season because of what you're seeing right here. So this one's up to you. Right. So this is kind of nuts for me. Single base at minus 115. Minus 115 for single base is a pretty strong hit. I mean, you know what? I guess we just take that one. Again, with me and my big mouth, I say hit the FanDuel 150 and I'll get smoked. So let's just be smart. Bet to win 0.10 on that one. Here's the thing. Again, I feel like we've been very sharp at this. This is something I always like to look for. Teams that have different lineups against different handed hitters. Arizona being one of those. So against righties, you had Carroll bat third on the 24th. Perdomo led off. Perdomo, who's like a 9-hitter, 2 of the last 3 games against righties, has bat either first or second. Geraldo Perdomo's leading off the Diamondbacks today. So you have Gray struggling against lefties. And Perdomo has been awesome lately. Check it out. Whatever. These are kind of my favorite plays. Last 26 plate appearances from Perdomo. 478 batting average, 304 ISO, 1,300 OPS. I mean, what else are you looking for, right? 2 doubles, a triple, and a shamalama ding-dong. So you got to look Perdomo. Let's get one more, Jay Bird. Bring up the home run. His home run prop. It's nuts. It's like plus 1,200. So put $2 on Perdomo home run. Because he's got homers in there, too. He's got homers. He used to be a big, like a shiny prospect, and people have kind of forgotten him. So, yeah, it's plus 1,200. No, 2 ball. Not 5, please. Sorry. I'm that cheap. But again, this just goes to show you we do regiment our discipline like that. So now we really got to move. Okay, you place that bet, and I'll run my mouth. How's that sound, Jay? Next up, Gigantes, Anthony Disco, Italiano. Houston, Hunter Brown. Awesome. Both of these guys, really, really good. No joke. Disco is a walking quality start. And I think he just got touched, so I'd be looking to kind of, buy the dip on him. Houston offense, last 500 plate appearances, gross. 84, team WRC plus, not what you'd expect. I mean, no, Jordan is back, but it's ugly, man. They're not walking, they're chasing. 300 team OBP. Other side, San Francisco, also gross. So let's cut to the chase. Bring up the F5 under, per favore, my friend. Is it still 4.5? Or did I rock that one? Under, yeah. Nah. You know what? Okay, hold on. Stop. Have time. Man, the Giant bullpen is so gross. But let's bring up the full game under and stick it in the parlay. right? See, I'm also giving people a bit of behind the curtain how we kind of rationalize these things. Like, right, we're never betting on things that the model's not into. We're never betting on things that we don't think are good prices. We're never betting on this stuff. But we just don't want full exposure to everything, especially if it's juiced. So you got to have a little pile again. I always called it the cost of doing business pile. So stick the full game under in there. Yeah, I hear you barking, Nick Shea. You're super sharp, my man. No joke. You're again in leading contention if I ever have a young apprentice. Okay, we gotta like hurry, guys. This is never gonna get done. Oh, yes, it is. Maybe. Freddie Peralta and the Brewers, Ryan Feltner and the Rockies. Everybody, pens and pencils out for pitching analysis like you've never heard before. I'm just kidding. Throw it in the garbage. It's an absolute waste. You bet the over or you don't bet at all. There was one thing I saw that I was surprised, though, was bring up the Adames prop. I was surprised to see any quality hitters at plus money. I only post plus money player props. Give me a leniency on the Perdomo because it's only a single base, right? For 1.5 bases, I guess you're just right. Yeah, double. We got it, man. So again, if we see plus 100 twice, I'll recommend it for that because I feel like you can find it. Feltner's been good, right? I mean, it's okay, right? It's 470 ERA, 1.5 whip, OPS below 700, which is not bad. He walks too many guys, but he does get his Ks. He does get ahead, and he keeps the ball on the ground, right? So that's a good recipe. 66 first strike, 45 ground ball, 5% barrel, 3/4 of a home run per night. He's keeping the ball in and out. But righties have kind of got to him. So one of the better righty hitters on Milwaukee, right? It doesn't always have to be lefty, right? You got to be careful with that. Sometimes we're looking weakness righty, but sometimes a hitter is a righty also, right? Righties are the majority. So my boy Slick Willie, I mean, however you like it, I'm like looking at splits and stuff. It's looking pretty strong. So give me Adames, however you slice it. Last 27 plate appearances, 227 ISO. On a season, you can even back it out. 89 plate appearances, 850 OPS, 216 ISO. So it's pretty much there. Adames, 4 homers and 4 doubles against righties on the season. And again, you're getting plus money to hit in Colorado as the visitor to get the 9th frame. And Adames at bat second each of the last 3 days. So again, we always talk about the formula and how to get there. I hope people, I've been doing some losing, right? But I don't care, but I really don't care because this is how you get there. This is how you win. I've won and I've lost. And I know that you shouldn't care about this type of losing because it's not that bad, right? That's why for all the, I think I've had this awful week and we're down like a unit or a half in a week or something. It's whatever. Okay, we're never going to get to the list. Reds, Graham, just names written down. This is a noun breakdown. Reds, Graham Ashcraft, Padres, Michael Wacha. Ashcraft, very good. He is very good. Wacha, not very good. Okay, so this one, Jay, this is what I talked about. Let's get get base hit stuff out. Okay, so we're going to do a base hit parlay here. Wacha's been trash. 6 3/4, 9. Yes. Lefties, right? 1,002 home runs per night. So we're gonna go. I gotta learn my lesson eventually. I gotta go these freaking Reds. So we're gonna go with the 2 Reds lefties with a heart rate right now. I got Ramos and I got Fraley. Okay, so that's where we're gonna go. Right, I want to make sure I got Ramos and Fraley. Yeah, I got Ramos and Fraley both smoking it last week. Right, juiced up. Right, so we're right. This one we're looking for the juiced up single bases. Jay, we're gonna try something different here. Right, right. Pair those two, right? Because these guys hit at the back of the lineup. You could find the single base, right? That's exactly what we're looking for. What does that get you? Like plus 180 or plus 190 or something? I should be able to do this in my head at this point, but I can't. I should. Plus, okay, I was close. Plus 182. So let's put up on 2 bases. What we going? 10 on 2 bases? Well, all right, we go 10 spot on it because I think we're still winning it. So let's go 10 on it. We're going to look for a combination. Fraley, leads 13, 1295 OPS, 417 ISO. Ramos, last 12 plate appearances, 444 batting average, 667 slug. So they're the only 2 guys with a heart rate. So give me the Reds against Wacha. I also, I want to get the posted one. The F5 team total was like regular priced, and I normally parlay them because they're juiced up, but I like that one as well. So if you can get the Reds F5 team total at minus 120 or whatever, I would hit that. Next up, Seattle, Bryce Miller, Oakland, Mason Miller, Miller on Miller. It's Miller time. Oh my God, how many stupid analysts are going to make that same terrible joke? I am like ashamed of myself. I should just see myself out at this point. I really like Mason Miller. I don't care about the ERA. That misplayed ball in center just killed him. He got squeezed on a third strike to Rendon and should have been out of it. He was like cruising. He has ridiculous stuff. Stuff Plus has him as like the third or fourth best fastball in the major leagues already. I mean, he has got ridiculous stuff. Bryce Miller is supposed to be really, really good. Also, I'm going to be honest, I don't know a lot about these guys. So where Player Prop was saying he was going to jump on him, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I kind of have a feeling that we're going to go under on the F5 here. That's kind of my feeling. I would like to go under on the total game and put it in the parlay pile, but we can't because you cannot go under in the Oakland bullpen. Seriously, it's so bad. Yeah, there's that juice 4.5, right? So you see, whenever I get the juiced extra half, I want to kick back, except, yeah, I wouldn't blame you, Nick, if you get there under 4. I want to keep it full game. I want to keep the parlay full game, but I hear you barking, dog. I do. I hear you barking, dog. Let's hop over to the algo. Make sure I mention Fraley, I mention Ramos, okay? Yeah, I just got nothing here. I'm at 4 runs flat. The model is right at 4. Like, it's at 2-2. And remember, so that's 2-2. Like, that's 2-2 high end. These offenses both kind of stink. We don't even know if we're going to get J-Rod. The Mariners have a sub-200 team batting average, so that's 500 plate appearances. They're really bad. 31% K rate. Ooh, what's the Mason Miller K prop look like? I know people are going to yell at me because I know he's not really a distance guy. It's got to be low. It's got to be low, and price got to be good. Mason Miller, no. See, no good. No good. That's fish. That's donkey stuff right there. The 6K. I was hoping for the 4K. I would have been more willing to give a little bit of juice for the lessened workload to get it. See how, again, we're always trying to – it's all about the scale, people. It's always about the weighing in the scales. So this one you hear with the under, but whatever. Next one, I think I have my last parlay because I don't think the parlay's in 4 for whatever. Fighting Phil's, Broad Street Bullies, and Matt strumming on the old trombone. Going to L.A., Hollywood, always up to no good. The Trolley Dodgers and Julio Urias. Got that pronunciation down pat now, kid. Matty Strom, converted reliever, looking awesome. I didn't buy it at first. He's really good, man. 2.31 ERA, 0.81 whip, 472 OPS. Ridiculous. Deserved the ERA at 1.4. Guys, ridiculous. 36% K. He's been really good. It's like the best version of him that we hoped for kind of years ago. 80% in zone contact. He's winning in this zone. 14.2 swing and strike. 30 whiff. He's a legit. The ball's up in the air, double-digit barrel. So I think the home run number is going to come up. But man, is Strom and tough. He has been really, really tough. Lefty-righty 480 OPS. Max split, I should say. Do it again. Maximum 481 OPS to lefty-righty split. That's what I mean to say. So he's been awesome. Again, I do get it if you see some home run regression coming. Dodger offense, it's like up and down, man. 227 TBA, 744 OPS. This is average. They get their walks, the stuff that we talk about. They get their walks. They don't chase, so they can make pitchers work. But Strom is out there. He's out there getting ahead, man. So I'm not sure. This may be the matchup for the Phillies. We getting Bryce Harper today? Is it the word? He's good, right? Philly offense terrible last 14 days. That is terrible. They're hitting home runs, but that's about it. Making the contact, but that's about it. It's really bad. 6% barrel, 92 WRC plus for the Phils. Bullpen's been excellent, though. Saving grace last 45 innings. 1.8 ERA, 0.91 whip. Jose Alvarado looks like legit, like one of the best closers in the game. 4.3 ERA, 1.34 for the Dodgers. So the last piece, let's get the Philadelphia run line, full game run line. Right? We're going to take the juice. Yeah, I play a prop. You might do it. I can't wait to get you in here, man. I'm going to be trying to talk you into a full-time position. No, Phillies, other way. I will take the Phillies and the juice, put it in the parlay. So can you piece that together first? We got 5 minutes. I'm going to ramble, Jay. You piece that parlay together first. Right, so it's the Cubs run line, Arizona money line, Philadelphia full game run line, and then full game. Will we under? Gosh, I lost the third one. But yeah, that's what you got. Full game, San Fran. So, all right, everybody, that'll do it. Fastest show at MLB, absolutely anywhere. Jay's going to put together the parlay. There it is. What are we working with? It's just $2 on our parlay, sir. And we got plus one. Well, Oh, plus 14. We'll take that, man. Oh, it's a plus. Okay, plus 1038. Yeah, I'm into that. I love that. I love that. Get exposed. Some full game run line exposure. Listen, I get it, people. We want to have fun also. $2, nice cost to do business. And if you hit it, covers up a couple of misses. Nothing wrong with that. Hopefully, in fact, the using betstamp.app/call to the pen saved you to 2.02 units to get you there. Let's recap the thing that we do. Me and you, call to the pen, crew, everybody. Will Smith. Wait, Will Smith. I'm lost. Why does it say Will Smith total bases? What the heck is going on here? All right, Pittsburgh. Oh, I'm looking at old ones. I'm so sorry. Jay, I'm so sorry, man. Nice story. Philly thing, I was like melting down. Listen, such as live TV. That cursor, Jay, if cursors could talk. If cursors could talk. All right, let's go. It's Pittsburgh with the unknown wrestler from parts unknown, plus 220. We're going to get the outright win against Tampa because we ain't buying it what they're selling. Mets, F5, run line cover at even money. I love that. We got the big pitching edge. And Lucchese's going over the 5 strikeout total. What else we got? Yeah, we got the parlay. We know. Then it's Cody Bellinger and Ian Happ over 1.5 total bases. That's okay. We double tap that one. Hopefully that one hits, Jay. Remember, people, same game with players on the same team. If you get 2+ prices, you don't necessarily have to decide. Split the bet. If one hits, it's a profitable venture, and then you go forward. Listen, green screens, black ink. You're never going to go wrong. I'm telling you, there's enough opportunities. Over to the Twinkies. Byron Buxton is going over the 1.5 total bases on the Twins' way to a run line cover, that 1.5 run line at plus money. Everything plus money when you roll with us. Same thing, Baltimore getting to cover big time pitching edge here. Wells over Yarbrough. Baltimore to cover it up big time. I like to go to 3-phase edge, right? Starting pitching, hitting bullpen. So if you hear me say 3-phase edge, so if you get I think that's a pretty good simple cap. If you have a 3-phase edge with positive money in this environment, you take it because, again, you need the hitting to cover the spread. So if you have the hitting and the pitching plus the bullpen, you go for it. Next up, LA is going to win it outright. Oh, I'm sorry, F5. Sorry, LA's F5. No, I think they win outright also. But the bullpen in LA is kind of shaky. On the way to there, Hunter Renfroe is going over the total bases. Head into the desert. It's the Geraldo Perdomo show. And I know you're saying, Johnny, you must be smoking something. Well, my man is batted first or second last 2 games against righties. Corbin Carroll's out. I think he's going to lead off. So we're going to go over half a total base. I give a leadoff hitter. And John Gray really struggling against lefties. Perdomo hot right now, red hot. Plus 1,200 on the ding dong as well. Heading to the altitude in Coors. Willie Adames over 1.5 total bases at plus money, which I just don't get, against Feltner. Feltner damn near killed her. Jeez Louise. And then wrapping it up with our first single parlay of the year. Bad Reds, Jake Fraley and Henry Ramos. Pairing up for plus 182. I actually like those, believe it or not, man. We get a lot of singles. And that will do it. Lots of action today. But again, lots of responsible action. Jake, let's get him let's drop a dime on him on the way out the door. Again, everybody, that more plays just doesn't necessarily mean more risk. And again, I am so honest. You follow my work, you go check it out. I cap every single game. I record every single thing down to the decimal. We are losing over the past, week or whatever. And it's like, I don't care. Because this, I truly believe is the pathway. Again, I've done it over time. And if you disagree, I mean, either fade it, or holler at us. Right, wrecked them. Damn near killed them inside. So remember, people, put yourself in strong probabilistic scenarios, strong risk management. And if that's not for you, then you fade the big man. Let me know how you're doing. Because I know if you're feeding me, you're going to be at least sweating because most of our losses are very close, right? And that's why, we're always kind of playing around even. And then we hope for those nice days where you click up, where it's flat, boom, bump, 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 bump. And then we all know it kind of comes in waves. You go on a 2-3 day run, and all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we're at a new seasonal high. And you go, wow, you forget about the losing that you did because it was clicking down, a quarter of a unit. And, again, that's some of the best feedback I've gotten is people saying that they're kind of learning how to stay in the game, right? Most people after 2 days of losing are out, right? Because they just go in the wallet. So hopefully we win today. Hopefully I want to win. Don't get me wrong. Hopefully we're winning today and tomorrow and here on out. But if not, remember, we know how to handle it if not. So from Big J and Mr. Cooper, everybody at Hammer Betting Network and BetStamp, love yous all. We'll catch you tomorrow live at noon. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your day. When we're done with the book, enjoy that pay. Remember, when you work this hard, it feels a lot less like luck, yo. Peace.